Hello, guys.
Hello guys. Today we're reading the Enchanted Canary. There's this king who is very lazy. In
Mm.
fact, his only hobby was bird watching. His son could not be more different. He was truly adventurous and his name was Desire, which
Mm.
really fitted him because all the girls were interested in him. Um, so, so one day a bishop came to the kingdom. um he went from faraway land near the equator because they were up north. So he went from the equator, bought an orange. King, they had never seen it before, so the king asked, "What's this?" Uh, the bishop said, I this is what I call an orange." And then the king said, um the king and the prince and all of the kingdom tried the oranges he bought. The prince liked it so much that he actually dreamt of oranges that night. So
Yeah.
he picked like one orange, he cut it open, and from inside flew a canary, and um, it, 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 no, it flew away. So it
And
had beautiful canary yellow skin, and yeah. So
and did.
he really wanted to find that canary.
Mhm.
So next day he started to adventure south. Um, and then while he was going past to wherever was the equator, he went to past an old man's cottage. But first, the old man said, "Where are you going?" The prince said. Desire said, um, "Yeah, I I'm going in search of a princess I met in this dream." He he told the dream. The old man said, "I know where you can find it." The prince took his advice. So his advice was, go further south. You'll see a witch's house. Um, Firstly, there's a rusty gate. It won't open. So you've got to oil this. With this. He gave him an oil flask, and he said, second, you need to you need there's a dog monster sort of thing in the witch's yard. Give him the give it this giant cupcake. He gave the prince the giant cupcake. He put it in his bag. It was just fitting. And then he gave the prince like a brush to clean things. He said, "This is for the cook. She's very like a half giant, so you might want to give this to her. She doesn't get. You don't want to make her over tempered." So he gave him the brush. Um, the prince continued down his journey. Um, he got to the witch's gate. Uh, he did what the old man said he would do. He needed to do the things at the right time. So if the dog was there, he doesn't just throw it over there. So uh, he he oiled he oiled the gate with the flask he gave him, and then the prince like threw the cupcake to the dog. The dog was started munching. The dog
Over
started munching over the delicious treat he got, and then the giant of a cook said, "Where do you think you're going?" He said, "I'm going to the orchard, and yeah, by the way, you want this?" He gave her a brew. Was so happy. She was like a kid who had just found out the world was made with chocolate. Um, and then he got three of the best oranges from the tree just in case. Um, So he got very dehydrated after some time. So he he cut the first orange. In there was a parrot. He said, I better get going. He just flew away. And then he started to feel dizzy even more. So he started to feel dizzy because he was so dehydrated. So he he cut the second orange. Out came a cockatoo this time, and the cockatoo flew away. And then third one, he just found a stream before I think he was about to faint. So he was about to faint. He found a stream. He drank water and cut the third orange. In there, he found a canary. It was the canary from his dreams. It asked him, "Oh, I'm thirsty. Can you give me some water?" So he gave it some water with his both hands. The canary drank from it, and she immediately turned into a princess.
Wow.
And then after that, the princess asked, "Oh my God, thank you for saving me. I have been enchanted into a canary. How can I ever repay you?"
Wow.
He said, "You can come to my land and share the things you have in your land. That way we'll have more variety." The princess was excited to go to a new place, especially when she's just been removed from an enchantment. So after that, he took her with the horse. They were both muddy by the time they came there. So the prince asked the princess to go back, wait there with the horse, because he wanted her to make a good impression. And so the princess waited, and then a pauper of a girl came to him, and then she asked, "What are you doing here?" She said, "The prince is waiting. The prince is giving servants to me, because he wants to make a good impression on me. So I'm just waiting here for now." So the girl said, "Oh, okay." Little did she know, the girl was the witch that enchanted her in the first place.
Oh.
So she said, "Oh, can I comb your hair? There's something wrong."
Huh?
And then she inserted an enchantment pin in her hair, and yeah, she turned back into a canary.
Ooh.
The princess. So then she went to the prince. She went to the prince.
Yeah.
They were about to get married, the prince and the witch, because the witch took the princess's place, because the servants didn't know which girl to take, and there was only one girl standing there because she'd just been implanted to a canary.
Oh.
So they took her. They were about to marry until the canary turned in. She sat on the king's arm. The king asked, "What is this?" She said, "I'm a canary." Who is actually the princess the prince wants to meet. And so he saw the canary, he recognized it, and he betrayed the witch. And then the king found the pin, removed it, the princess came, and then as she promised, she's gonna share the things, and her and the princess and the princess kingdom lived happily ever after.
Well, thank you so much for telling us the story, Adway, and we would like to listen more stories from you. Thank you so much.
Okay,
Thank
have
you.
a good day.
Thank you, Abha. And if you guys like the video, please hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit like. It helps us. Bye.